Hello, and welcome to FinInvest Niger. My name is Tom Princewill. I'm a certified securities and investment specialist, and I've been investing for the past 2 decades. I would like to carry us along this journey of fundamentally, analyzing the prospect of this particular company, PZ Cussons, when it comes to its suitability, as a candidate for your portfolio. All right, PZ Cussons Nigeria Plc. So in actual sense, we were able to lay our hands on the company's second quarter result, or the half year result. The third quarter result isn't yet out, let alone the full year result, but we could still work with what we have at hand here. So the analysis is based on the second quarter result. So the revenue here, as you could see, is 96.461 billion, 96.461 billion naira, as against 127.903 billion. All right, 96 billion as against 128 billion naira, approximately. That is an increase of around 30 billion thereabout. Not an exact figure anyway, but all the same, there is an increase in the revenue or turnover. We now come to the profit. Now come to the gross profit. The gross profit here, the company generated 27.007 billion naira, as against 34.275 billion naira. All right. This is a difference of about 6 billion naira thereabouts. There's still a growth in the gross profit, which is a welcome idea. And so we want to look into the operating profit of the company's operating profit. So the company had unfortunately recorded a loss of about 3.325 billion naira. 3.325 billion naira, as against a profit position of 37.954 billion naira in the half year or second quarter of 2025. And not only that, for the profit before tax, the company recorded a loss of 5.523 billion naira, 5.523 billion naira, as against a profit, of 37.912 billion naira. That's the profit accumulated here. So for the profit after tax figure, the company recorded a loss of 7.007 billion naira, as against a profit position of 21.428 billion naira. That is the profit after tax the company generated here. For the comprehensive income here, total comprehensive income, the figures are all the same. 7.007 billion naira, a loss position, compared to 21.428 billion naira, a profit position. We now come to the company's earnings per share. For the earnings per share here, there was a kind of impressive level of recovery, as you could observe on the table here. The company lost, sustained a loss of 1 naira 67 kobo. That's negative 1 naira 67 kobo as at the year, at 2024. Then for the second quarter 2025, the company generated 5 naira 17 kobo as profit. This is quite remarkable. It's commendable. At least the company is coming out of a loss position and is becoming, profitable, as you could see, in the table here. This particular event, what was happened during the forex, problem we had in 2014, when the naira went from the other 7 something or 6 something to around 1,000 plus. So it affected companies tremendously, particularly companies we could consider as multinationals, another company were negatively affected. That is what brought about these particular losses we saw here. But thank God there is a recovery, as you could see on the table here. So this is the profit, and this is the profit and loss segment section of our analysis. The entire analysis here represents, the profit and loss statement, the cash flow statement, as well as the balance sheet. Let's now examine the cash flow statement and the balance sheet in the other section of the analysis of our table. So let's start with the cash flow here. The company's cash flow is quite robust. The company generated 45.53 billion naira in cash. That is the company's cash at hand, cash in the bank, cash in fixed deposit, as the case may be. You see, it is quite commendable. Out of a profit of about 21 billion, the company is able to to preserve or keep or maintain a cash balance approximately 46 billion naira. The company is very strong cash wise. Then for the equity here, or the shareholder fund, this is simply a subtraction of the company's liabilities from its assets. So once you do the subtraction, the difference is going to be 4.087 billion naira. 4.087 billion naira. Okay, we now come to the company's price. The share price, the current share price is 68.8, 68 naira 80 kobo, 68 naira 80 kobo, and the share outstanding here is 3.97 billion. 3.97 billion is the number of shares outstanding. By the time you multiply the company's share price by the number of shares outstanding, that will give you the market capitalization of the company. It shows you how big or how small the company is, as the case may be. So in this case, the company has a market cap of 273.2 billion. 273.2 billion is the market cap of this company, PZ Cussons Nigeria Plc. And we now want to look at a very important figure here, which is the PE ratio of the company. All right, and the company's PE ratio is obtained by dividing the company's share price, which is 68 naira 80 kobo, by the earnings per share, which is 5 naira 17 kobo. Once you carry out the division, we are going to arrive at 13.31. 13.31. So this particular figure is telling us a lot. Actually, it's telling us how expensive or how cheap the company is in relation to other companies in the same sector. Other companies in the same sector, I will tell you, you'll be able to carry out a relative comparison with other companies in the sector to see whether the company is actually cheap or expensive. As far as that particular sector is concerned, you kind of carry out an apple to apple comparison. So it also tells us that for every 1 naira generated in earnings per share, you are buying that 1 naira for 13 naira 31 kobo. It's like going to a shop or a supermarket, all right, and you are buying an item worth 1 naira for 13 naira 31 kobo. Please don't forget the fact that this is second quarter, all right. By the time you get to third quarter and the fourth quarter, the company will become, I think it might become cheaper than this. So there could be a drop in the PE ratio, all things being equal. This is a fantastic company. It has, it is no longer, in a loss position. It has transited to, a profitable position now level. It has, outgrew its past losses. Far back at 2024, it has gone beyond that. It's profitable now, and of course, something you could consider, you could make it, part of your portfolio. Probably you could allocate maybe, let's say maybe 5%, to 10% of this company in your portfolio, as the case may be, depending on your capital and your overall strategy. Okay, please, if you are really serious, it's for serious-minded investors. If you are serious, you want to invest, you have the capital, but you may not be able to have the skills, the experience, and the knowledge, the ability, the capacity to put your funds to into the market to yield results. So you could contact me, all right, and let me see how I can be of help. I can be of help to you. Okay, so I'm dropping my number here for those who are able to watch this video to the end. All right, this is my contact. It is 080660818. All right, so 0806602. Sorry, there's a mistake here. There's a mistake here. Okay, so 602 8818. That's it. All right, so 08066028818 is my contact. You could contact me on WhatsApp. Let's sit down and talk and see how we can craft, design, a profitable portfolio for your investments. So thank you very much for watching to the end. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share this video to people in your community. Thank you very much for watching.